So kick that long tail. I heard you, babe, when you expressed the way you felt. When we started an argument, got turned into you. Like, come outside so we can run it. I ain't been honest with you. Just like what I was telling you, you already know. Citation and understanding, now man, no one like you. Told her though, table I changed my mind. Got some different things in mind. Really feeling like I need to make it mine. You need to stop wasting time. Sweet lady, would you be mine? Sweet lover, for a lifetime. I'ma be there, be me. So sweet, sweet lady, would you be mine? Sweet lover,
Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team.
she's trying to make I was just thinking about this shit about getting all back to me. All the politics and the talkies. I need to be out. I won't be done. Need to talk to you. Just get a text and I have my hands closed on. And your house, it's just insane. It feels so from your mouth. She's the same.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and
Used to be there. It's just stay there. Stay there. You got me fucked up. Shit that I never get fucked up. I know you say I'm not one that you can't trust. I forgot to for us. You need me, I need you, I need you.
using his legs. Good surge up front. Out to the 18.
You can tell the
When you're getting
I'm
5
famous,
yards of pop on
and I'm twice.
Why would
I
I
need
give
you
you
now, baby.
up front
won't
right
be
now?
done.
Just win.
Need you twice.
Get that
Get
good
the phone, man. I'll jump on your phone. It's your phone. She's still saying that. I should
Halfway there on first down, it's second
from
and
your
5.
mouth. She's still saying that. It's fine. It used to be that. It's just stay there. It's stay there.
The line of scrimmage. And the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ncaa from the gun on third down. Tight coverage and the defense knocks it away and forces the ball down.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness of the Cardinals trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful.
Hunt is on its way.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in the zone or mix things up, a little more man coverage.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. A big pickup here. They try to put together a scoring drive. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's third down. Maybe a 5-yard toss away, second and 5.
Sometimes as an offense, you like running plays, and you like running it right into the teeth. But when it doesn't happen right there, everybody up front got a hat on the hat. They run plays that defenses
Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. Third short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. He'll roll one deep down the left side. It's picked off. When you get back. And a big run with the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for the in the back end.
Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They do it wild to begin the drive. There he goes. It's exactly what you want to do with a football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
We didn't have to work very hard on that one. There was nobody inside as he rips off a massive run.
Sort of a mark of excellence for any back is yards after contact. Well, yards before contact can be sort of a badge of honor for that O-line.
Yeah, let's give them some credit. They got tremendous push getting hats on. They made that easy.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Using his feet. He's brought down at the 6 with the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Not as big and not as physical.
Y'all coming here?
It is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Canes.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. All set and ready to crank things up. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll give it to Johnson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
What did you go through her mind and stuff for? Yeah.
Makes the grab. It's
Eight
Ncaa.
hours what she's
They
sitting
get him on
there
the ground
with
at the
4
37,
dead
but
people
give him
in the
15
hospital.
yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Hoosiers are marching down the field. Run inside. It's Johnson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
If he's going through before bedrooms like as quickly as possible, there's no way that all 4 of them are just completely cold dead by the time he's out of the house. She's most definitely able to help them walking out of the house, listening to them struggle.
Yeah, you had to heard some sort of struggle.
I mean, like,
wait, but he walked
after he leaves, as they're bleeding out, because there's no way all 4 of them are completely like bad. It gives.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Like this, and went down in the back of his calves immediately. Like
the ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
The girl fought back, and the guy fought back too.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out flowing.
Yeah, but you telling me there was no noise, no signs of, no sounds of a struggle or like nothing that would alert you that something's going on.
Find that time in the wide receiver, you set up for success, then you go attack deep later on.
To the air on 2nd down.
And then sat in silence for 8 minutes.
Well, we hear noise downstairs. If we hear a noise upstairs, we be immediately not listening.
I mean,
you telling me in a big house like that, you hear all types of noises. You hear anything one time to be like, hello, what y'all doing up there?
My windows are thin enough that I can hear like footsteps or people moving outside and stuff, and there's plenty of people that like walk around at night with a scooter, and every time somebody walks by, I look out and see.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
There's so many threes.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball.
The first thing he said to his police was, "I'm not the only one that's been arrested."
Makes the catch at the 30. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Going to try to get it, turning it on. That's a fumble on the play. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the ball. That's priority number 1.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again.
She was the photographer for this person's wedding and engagement, and
so 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break.
She murdered her and cut her baby out of her, and then tried to attack her.
Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And
Her
no
whole
matter
life
what
she
play you
reminded
call,
people
man, how about
about
him getting in the
being pregnant,
backfield quick,
having cancer,
penetrating, using his
just
quickness, and using his strength to get
during
into the
high
ground.
school. She
That
actually
is a
had
ball.
2 children. She had a
He'll
kid
be
just
stopped about 2 yards
and then,
short of a first down.
she married the
Well,
guy
they try
that
to
she had
go
a kid with
quarterback
the
design
same
run on
time.
that play, but the defense
And
just not
they got
buying it.
divorced
Nice
because
job,
she
everybody
was lying
playing
about having
downhill and
another
making a
baby with
tackle
him.
close to the line
But
of
she
scrimmage.
had a hysterectomy when she was 19 years old. She was 21 years old or something. She had a hysterectomy. Like the doctor that performed it was on the documentary. And he was like, we live in a small town.
A couple of
We were
yards
on
shy
Facebook,
of the first
and I
down
saw her
marker, but
pregnancy
they've
announcement,
decided this
and I
is
knew there
4
was
down
absolutely no way
territory.
she
The
could be
offense
pregnant.
still on the field.
But here they are, like her whole family knew she couldn't
On
have
4th
a
down,
baby.
looking to pass.
Her ex-husband knew she couldn't have a
Rolling
baby.
to the right, trying to make
All
something
these
happen.
people that have been in her past
And that
have
one
been
falls
like
incomplete. A
all
huge
these other
stand
people
by
that
the
she lied to
defense.
about having cancer that was
Yeah, and I
getting
tell you what,
things
that takes some
whatever and helped
onions
her
to
and
go
like
for it
she
in
was
your own
wearing
territory
wigs
like
and
that.
this
I mean,
crazy
they're
stuff.
treating this like
And
it's a
she got
video
caught.
game. They don't even care. They don't worry about the outcome. No big deal.
And
And
all
into
these
the end
people
zone.
didn't send a
Touchdown,
message to the
Miami.
guy
And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet.
Say no, he's not gonna. You just be like me. I like you back. Like I'm just a simple guy. I don't really.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line.
And she said she was pregnant. Her first lie was, I'm going to inherit $8 million.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. Sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive. And maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Glides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take it back.
Going for it all. And that was so close to a turnover in the end zone. The defense almost with the huge play.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Makes the grab. Makes the tackle, and he might come. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. And the Hoosiers with the 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it.
It's way too methodical and
Touchdown, Indiana! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
All she had to do was say, that's good. But just not like that. Good. I used to do that.
Bounces through the end zone.
And I
It's a
think that
touchback. They'll bring it out to the
doctor that did
25.
her hysterectomy, he
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work.
hospital.
Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
Hospital was like on extra
Pulls
lock.
it in. It's Mueller. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. The Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
And the person, the lady that
Motion from the wide receiver.
she did
On the run, it's Green. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Yeah.
I should kill those.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
Like what they're recruiting from.
Yes.
So the baby.
The other little girl was there. And like she saw it, but she was just in the town. The other girl.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
This quarterback part of their running game. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
She's playing to be pregnant.
This is a design run. He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
She should have told the police or something she was pregnant, and he was like, he said on an interview that this could be
Down to 2 minutes before half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
Netflix documentary makes it seem like all he did was self-onslaught even. And that doesn't fit that before. It's that what people in your team that I work with.
All they need is 1 yard, and they got nothing on the last play. Here's third down.
So he said,
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, King. They'll try to add another to their lead.
But they charged him with something.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard
She
plunge.
usually had a meal cooked for me, and I didn't care if she was pregnant or not. I didn't told everybody I really loved her. I just didn't know how to get rid of her.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
I didn't like. He was such a nonchalant person. Like instead, like because he's
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Taylor wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very active.
He lobs one high down the
I've
left
been putting a
side.
few games. It's
He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal.
Went to the gas station, ordered products, yada yada. We put the tour out, taco shells, macros, all that kind of stuff.
They'll move the wide receiver.
You have to survive 13 nights.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. So Miami signals for a timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
Giant instantly thing comes, you can pull up all the windows, buy extra guns and
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Fit it in the window for the score.
It's really cool.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
The most mainstream game I've had is over.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard.
So just buy. Captain, what's that? Marvel game? Marvel versus Captain, I think.
Running inside. It's Pringle. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. I know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Using his feet to buy time. And to get rid of it quickly.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. The Hoosiers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. All the way back to his 5-yard line. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they scored it for no gain. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Firing to the right, complete. Shakes off the defender. Gets a little breathing room there as he's out of bounds at the 10.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Pressure coming.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that down.
I think we come up. I think we end up to where race wars and things like that. So nationalism is already. So that's going to evolve into a complete racism game.
He'll take it on the return. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28.
Like I feel like it's gonna go from like nationalism and certain equality, hate Muslims, and this kind of stuff.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back has it.
I think that's gonna take all.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books. Time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in week 4. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 18 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the
He good.
Longhorns coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going. And that's exactly how they start this half.
Finds his man. It's shot. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Taylor wants to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15.
But like in high density areas, like in the super packed cities and cities,
unloads to the wideout.
They like over top of the main platform where they're making
the Hoosiers getting set on 1st and 10.
Super small.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout.
Wideout trying to get it in. Two moving like this one divided. And that would be the and but it's just long enough that you can lay down, and there's a bed, and there's a walkway, and then at the end of the bed and the walkway, there's sometimes
just not quite able to make the connection. It's
and
incomplete.
The like extra,
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today, and another
spot
quarterback
over
pressure.
open
This
hole.
offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the
and then you get like unlimited rights and unlimited ramen and such stuff like that.
Something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Originally, it was kind of like going.
He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Taylor wants to throw it. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, it's just draws.
That one
Oh, damn,
bounced
my
through
God.
the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
I'm saying it, Michael.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Ncaa with the catch. It's Pringle. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one, and 5 on the season.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
You got something.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Things work out more favorably than
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. After After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this field.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's a gift to Lyle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy in the ground.
Off the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand.
Right.
They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Yeah.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. The short hands, it's shot. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me.
I thought she
must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Knocked out of bounds
at the 46 after nothing but a few throws.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You can see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take the go get the first down.
They stop him almost immediately.
Turn it on. Press the T button. Turn it on. The power.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Canes.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. He's going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. And the Hoosiers will punt it away on fourth down. Now don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Let's see what he can do with it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Cane's offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Throwing, Ncaa. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Yes.
I realize that.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Back to pass.
He said he's going to judge.
Here's the pressure. He's got him. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. There he goes.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
And the Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll run it. It's Lyle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Dropping back, it's Hurley. Looking for the goal line. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch. It didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the
field.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Makes a catch. Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Just letting it progress from there.
I think I like your creative system.
Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation.
I don't think that might be a black thing that's in this black culture or black. Again, I'm totally.
I'm listening to you. What do you start getting loud for? I'm just bringing it up because they said it. That's all. Never mind. I didn't mean to bring it up. I just was. Just because they brought it up is the only reason I brought it up.
But I feel like coming out with negative things about
Run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game,
It's just saying that somebody else is doing it.
It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Cherry. It's complete. They'll get him stopped at the 18, and this offense creates a little space for the 1st down. And the Hoosiers hit it quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And the defense is good with that. Get pressure on the quarterback. Get him outside the pocket. You know it's a passing situation. Play half the field now. This defense is in a good spot, and you can tell it.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it down the field.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. They're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And how about this drive? Like, this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Slams it ahead. Trying to find the end zone, and he is not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. They believe in their running game on third and goal here. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And they did tack on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out and they were stopped on fourth. Turning it on! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense.
At the restaurant.
And that's okay. No jealous of your
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
That's the other big thing. While we're here. 3047. What are they in place of 47? RHODO DEN CRO.
Off play action.
Place.
Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat. And they've got a third and long from the 27. Back to throw. It's Hurley. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's an interesting call on play action on third and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
They booted away. He'll feel the punt and take it back. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds.
I don't know. That's like it's good. And it's really like you said, like when I was youth, in my heart, like I
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line.
I don't want to fuck this up. I love to do that.
Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. It's gone. Oh, he's got the space. They bring him down, and the big play will roll the sticks. They'll hurry to the line, but the clock's still running. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going
for
this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
Basically, just practice in front of fans.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Looking downfield, it's Cherry. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Let's not have had 3 plays in a row, Palmer. You probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions. Like, he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
He's got it on the run. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. And the Hoosiers in the hurry-up. Looking to throw. Touchdown, Indiana! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the 4th quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day. It's just underwhelming, not successful, just been a bad day.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pocket breaking down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.
You're able to talk about struggling. You know, we all got him, so.
Yeah, and we do.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.
And you caught biting. Hey, drink.
Diagnosed with like fibroids. So have surgery for them.
You just asked me to make you a drink. There's no juice. No, you asked me that last time. No. I think we had no more.
I just want some kids, but like when it comes to fertility, it could be a lot harder. Miscarriages, all of that, like that's so common.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's like obviously you want a family, but it's not always going to be cut and dry. Like, all right, when we want to have kids, like let's go have 3 kids or whatever. Like, life's not perfect like that. So
I just accepted on camera that I would be okay with adopting, and so.
Well, yeah, I mean, my sister's adopted, and I think she's pretty amazing. So yeah, I appreciate you opening up. For sure.
I agree. Because it's going so good. Like, the bond is just going to get stronger and stronger. I feel like there are feelings there. I think on both ends, but we haven't had any like intimate situations.
It's terrible.
Big.
It's a bear. I take it back.
It's too late now. I don't want to have to initiate too much, but when I start getting feelings and stuff like that, it needs to be clear on where we're at. I would definitely want our bond to grow. What about you? Do you think like we have a lot of work to do, or just as far as the marriage and stuff like that? Do you think we have a lot of work to do, or do you think we're on a good track?
I think we're on a good track. I mean, in light of how fast everything has taken off and has started happening, I think we're handling it very well. Maybe better than most.
Yeah, I think
Honestly.
so too. You don't plan on leaving me?
Huh?
Do you plan on leaving me? You don't plan on leaving me?
No.
Oh my gosh.
No. Why would you think that?
If you leave me, I'm going to literally cry.
Cry?
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to find me?
No.
You have a whole new person.
No, man. I'm just kidding.
So much better like that.
Let's start there.
I'm not saying that
Her hair
that I
seems to
would.
be like
but I
blown
was
out.
going to.
It's not cute.
I'm talking about her face. Y'all don't even look like the same person.
Cheers to that.
Her hair looks so much better.
No, because she ain't got all that makeup on her face.
It's like, I'm so interested to see like who it's with who, how everybody's dynamic is going to be now that we're all coupled up. I would love for this to really truly be a sisterhood. So I hope there's not too much drama. That's
Someone would be one of those good guys who stand people say, yeah.
I'm hoping that there is none of that. I just don't know what to expect though.
I do know one thing though.
What?
So when we go in there, we meet them.
Yeah.
We got
to.
We can make it a competition on here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, this is going to be great.
Your dad seems like a funny guy.
Him and I butt heads like quite a bit, like, but in a good way. Like, we're just really similar. Well, really stubborn and don't love to maybe look back things. The one thing that my parents really were the best at when there'd be arguments growing up is they always came out to repair afterwards.
I think that's beautiful because it teaches communication.
Well, I think like a lot of our upbringings were really similar when it comes to just like the positive relationship cultivation, and then also it sounds like we're both raised pretty like strict households. Yeah, but like we look at us like you still have such a good relationship with your mom, and like I would die for my parents.
A lot of like my communication and like all that stuff, I try to tell her. I think that's so important. That's kind of where I want to be as a partner.
Yeah.
Really enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
I like it. You're cool.
You're cool too.
This could be it forever if you want it.
Sheesh. How you everybody? What's happening right now? Can we talk about this? Like, what? Have you been hiding? Like, what's going on out here? Like, what are you doing to maintain this hellish figure of yours?
Yeah, some yoga, some Pilates, some weight training.
Yeah. I am not in my, like, college age basketball, football playing shape, but I am certainly, like, happy with my dad bod. And I'm never afraid to take my shirt off. You want me to take it off? Is that what you want me to take it out?
Do it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
There we go. Wow, okay.
It's not bad.
Wow, okay.
I love that he's confident in his body, but I didn't necessarily picture myself as someone with a dad bod.
I didn't picture myself with so many pigtails as a 3 to 8-year-old
I'll be
lady.
the judge. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
You have some zucchini on your lip. There you go.
Would you like to get it off?
Well, you can put it on,
She don't like him at all.
but
But he's pushing it too hard. Like he's trying too hard.
What's his wife?
I felt like,
They met 24 hours ago.
Yo, fuck, we on a marriage show.
you just had this glowing smile, your eyes were very wide. And then when I turned the corner and I saw Mr. Gorgeous audience, my family on the left, yours on the right. You said gorgeous really strong. I thought you were going to say gorgeous man. I'm not there yet. I'm really excited. And eventually I saw you. My choice to do this and be with you is not about just what I was expecting to see at you. It's a belief that, like, this timing of us meeting was, like, divine. It's like our souls were destined to meet, you know? And because I had that mindset, old Sean had to die. What's this old Sean? What's old Sean? Old Sean is me first, everyone second. How to serve me. How does it advance my career, my empire, build my legacy? I can totally relate to that because I, too, have been super independent. It's really about me, and, like, every single person in this person. Wow. I didn't know that. Okay. And so, I, too, have grown. Can you give me an example, like, on the way that you know that you've grown? I like my house really tiny, and so if the person I was living with at the time didn't, I might really judge them and think, wow, I can't live with this person. And it's like, wait, how about you have a conversation every day and like really explain my why, rather than expecting the person to do me wrong. I respect them for many, many years. So my question was, what was the growth? Am I doing an interview right now? No, but I feel like you're being so vague about like the specific. No, I'm not wanting to go into detail about like my past relationship. Okay. I'm giving you general examples. You are. And I'm not getting a clear understanding of what the difference in the growth was. People often say they grow, but then there's no actual practical example of how they actually did that thing. I have not asked you that line of question because it's really not important. You're saying what I'm asking is unimportant? It sounds like it's important to you, but the way you're engaging me feels like I'm being interviewed where I need to like prove to you that I've changed. You don't like that line of questioning? It's just killing the mood. Like I feel like reviving in a way that was natural, and the way you're engaging with me it feels unnatural. And it feels like academic. It doesn't feel like a personal connection. Okay.
Yeah, he sounds like.
I'm sorry you feel that way? Yeah. Just know that my intent is to know you better.
You gotta ask those tough questions, though.
He did come across as, like she said, it sounds academic. I've heard Robin